I got the green phone. I see Feherty or likeness thereof.
Where are you? I can't see you. You don't have your camera on, you moron.
Okay, where's the camera?
Turn the little camera icon at the bottom.
Icon at the bottom. Icon, hold it. Where'd you go?
It's like giving a wristwatch to a goat.
I've got no camera. There's the camera. How's that?
Oh, it's alive. Is that Dr. John? Welcome to another episode of Feherty Up Close from a Distance. My guest today needs no introduction, so I'm not really going to give him one. One of the most unusual things about him is he had one of his buttocks removed, so people couldn't call him a complete asshole. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Garfield McCord. Gary, how you doing?
Mr. Feherty, how are you doing, sir?
That is so wrong.
No, I'm fine, honestly. No problem here.
You look like a cross between Billy Connolly and Slash.
Just I can't play the guitar.
Yeah.
So, anyway, how are you doing? How are you doing in this isolated world we've got now? You can see it hasn't affected me at all.
No.
No problems.
I'm sort of losing it slowly. The 6 foot rule. I'm having difficulty keeping 6 feet away from the refrigerator.
Have you been to Costco lately? What you have to do?
I haven't been lately.
Well, the deal is I've got to go to Costco this morning. It's my duty. So I go there, and if I wear this outfit, I don't really have to worry about social distancing. They stay away from me. No one gets near me. So it works out pretty good. I can't wait to go wait in line for 3 hours, but that's what you got to do nowadays.
Where are you, by the way? Are you in Scottsdale or are you in Vail?
I am secluded in Scottsdale. This is my 37th day in isolation with my lovely wife, who is, as you know, delightfully deranged.
Yes.
And so it's been a spectacle that we're both still alive at this particular point, and you know Diane well. So it's like everybody else, we're just trying to figure out how to isolate and spend all this time with someone, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, or oh my God.
Yeah. You recently you changed apartments in the same building, right? You're in the penthouse now?
Well, I'm up above. Yeah, I'm up above. Yeah, up on top. It's a nice isolation dome I have up here. Very nice.
And what are you doing to pass the time? I mean, you obviously you can't play golf at Whisper Rock.
Yeah, I did yesterday. I went out and I hit balls by myself in the left-hand corner. Wasn't anybody within 50 yards of me. And then I snuck out with my cart and played 9 holes by myself, and then got out of there as fast as I can, because I'm at that age where they don't want me around people because the Mayo Clinic's right down the street. You can see it right back in the back over there. So I have an evil eye towards that. But yeah, we're just like everybody's just trying to get through this situation that we literally don't know anything about. No one knows what's right, what's wrong. No one knows anything. This is the strangest. I've been on this earth for 72 years now. I've never seen anything like this.
No, it's amazing. 72 years, and next year you will have been a professional golfer for 50 of them. Now, I get upset when people say, I'm an ex-professional golfer. You once a pro, you're always a pro, right? Unless you apply for your amateur status back.
Exactly.
You're always pretty self-deprecating about your playing career, but you had 400 starts on the PGA Tour. You can't. I mean, you've got to be a pretty good player to get 400 starts.
Or a total idiot. How do you go 400 starts and not win and be optimistic the next week? Figure that one out.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, that's a testament to your character or the lack thereof. You did win a couple of times on the Champions Tour, once on what's now the Corn Ferry Tour, and you came really close to winning a major on the Champions Tour. Who did you lose to?
I have no idea. Help me! I know you know the answer.
Wasn't it John Jacobs?
Oh no! Yeah. Well, I beat John Jacobs in the in Newport Beach.
Oh, that's what it
I
was.
beat him there. I came in second or third at Tradition a couple times,
Yeah.
which is a major, and I forgot who it was there.
Yeah. Give us a very quick JJ story. People may not be familiar with John Jacobs, the player.
I just talked to him 2 days ago. As you know him pretty well. He's legendary for the stories. If you go ask any of the old guys about the craziest guy that's ever walked the planet Earth on the tour,
Yeah.
it's JJ. It is definitely JJ.
Well, coming from you, that's nice.
We were a fast story not too long ago. We were playing a tournament up at Whisper Rock, and John was got overindulged. So it was my job to get him home. So he was in the car and he was going to go, and I told the guys at valet not to let him go and get in the car.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I get out there and I go, "Where's John?" They go, "He took off." He took off. He couldn't walk. They go, "Well, he always looks like that." And I go, "Yeah, but..." So I start going down the street. I'm going as fast as I can. Call him, nothing. I can't get him on the phone, nothing. So I peel off and go home. And just before I get in the driveway, my phone rings and he goes, "How are you doing?" I go, where are you? Are you safe? Are you okay? He goes, "I'm just pulling in to my house." I go, "Anything happened?" I hit the curb and blew out my right front tire, but I'm fine. I go, "You idiot." So next morning, he calls me, 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 in the morning. He goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm sleeping." "What are you doing?" "Well, I'm just..." "John, what do you got going?" He goes, "Well, I need a little help." I said, "Well, what?" He goes, "Well, I was going to the doctor because I had to get my eyes looked at." And he said, "When I hit the rim, a big blob of rubber came off my tire." So he says, "I decided to glue the big piece of rubber back on the tire." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, I need a little help." I said, "Why?" He says, "Well, it was super glue and I glued my thumb to the tire." Every day something like that happens to the idiot.
Yeah. 33 years at CBS. Do you miss the guys?
Yes. We only had 4 tournaments that before this chaos started.
Yes.
And then you guys took over on the Florida swing. So 4 was enough to miss it, but now we were getting into the flow and starting the whole process of taking over the whole summer. So it's going to be very interesting this whole year with all sports, with all everything. When do you start? When do you not start?
Yeah.
So I missed it at first, and now I don't so much. I'm glad I don't have to make the decision to get into an airplane and go fly somewhere with a lot of people and stay in hotels. I don't want to make that decision. I really don't.
I'm with you, or rather, I'm not with you. One of the things that you're renowned for, and maybe some people don't know this, that the movie Tin Cup, you and Peter Costas taught Kevin Costner how to play, and it was sort of loosely based on your career, wasn't it?
Well, when I got the manuscript from Ron Shelton and a guy named John Norville who wrote it, he and Ron wrote it, and I went through it and I started reading it, and I called Ron up to talk to him about the movie, and he said blah 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 blah, right? And I go, "Where did you get these stories?" He goes, "Well, you did a couple of those." And I go, "Yeah, but no one knows. I made a 15 on the 16th hole, jacking 6 balls in the water at Colonial Country Club for the Danny Thomas, and no one knows about the Pelican story in Pensacola. From the back bedroom, I hit a 4-iron down the hallway, out the sliding glass doors, over the rail, 100 yards out to we were sitting on a marina there in Pensacola, and a pelican was perched on his post. And I did it in one shot, which is, as you know, I didn't have many good shots. You've seen my winning. And that was one of the best shots I've ever hit under the gun, because there was a little over $300 on me knocking the pelican off his perch and 10 balls from my bedroom. So no one knows about that story. And Ron, where did you find that story? And he goes, "I read it somewhere." And I go, "It was," and he showed me the article, and it was, both of them were in an article. So that was, people go, "Oh, it's all bull. You can't, no one would do something stupid like that." Well, Daly did it at the 6th hole at Arnold's tournament, and I did it there. And yeah, we do stupid things on the tour. No question.
You were, with 33 years ago, you quit playing for a living, and you got into television. Where were you living at the time when you got into TV?
Where are you living? You know where I was living.
I do.
I got kicked out of my house and divorced.
Yeah.
And I was playing, and I wasn't playing very well. And I really couldn't afford to fly back and forth and do all the things you do. So I had to find somewhere to put the remaining 7 things I had left after the divorce. So there's a Sure Guard in Escondido, California, about 2 miles from where I live. So I put all my stuff in there, which is very sad. The thing was 10 by 12, and I put everything I owned in there. Plus I had a cot and a space heater, and I could walk around in it. Now think about that. I was 42 years of age. And, you know, it was a long story. So
yeah, well, the TV was a welcome relief, obviously.
yes, it was.
Let's do a little rapid fire here with Gary McCord. With so many parts of life out of control, what's the one thing you choose to control?
My bowels.
At our age, that is a tremendous thing. Game of Thrones or Queer Eye for the Straight Guy?
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Absolutely. You're one of the few people that I know who actually unpacks their suitcase when you're away, don't you? And you put stuff in drawers and stuff.
And irons everything.
You iron everything?
Iron
yeah,
everything.
Amazing. Yeah. Save or spend?
Save. Quite conservative. I never had anything.
Yeah. Passenger or driver?
Oh, driver. I want the ball in the last 30 seconds to shoot.
Right. You're at a movie. Candy or popcorn?
Oh, popcorn. Minimum butter, my age, minimum butter. You can't clog up the rest of the crap you got.
If you were to play one round of golf, with whom would you play?
Since you haven't played in a long time,
no.
We only play I think watching you play right now would be fantastic. If you can hit it. I know your shoulder's still bad, your arm.
My arm doesn't work. Yeah.
I know your head doesn't work at all either.
No, exactly. What is your favorite car?
My favorite car is the one I have. I have a Tesla, a P100D, one of the fast ones.
Yeah.
Somebody doing them out there trying to get guys to race me.
Just what you need. Just what you need. Well, listen, it's a long way and an interesting journey for you from a storage locker to the penthouse in Scottsdale. Well done, my friend, and thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, my man. I love you to death.
Unbelievable. Yeah. We'll see you.
Feherty is presented by Farmers Insurance.